So here's your stretch for your bicep. Again, I would probably advise using a door frame, and so you can grab hold of the door frame and use the wall to hold your arm in place, or you can just use the edge of a wall and stand against the wall. So let's just imagine that this is like the edge of a wall, okay, and this is all a wall here. So I'm going to take my hand onto hold on to it. So I'm kind of wrapping my hand just round that a little bit. So if you had the door frame, you're just wrapping your hand around the door frame. If you had the edge of the wall, just wrapping it round. And you're going to kind of almost lay your arm down the wall. So you don't want to be like way away from it. You almost want to be touching the wall. And again, step forward with the leg nearest the wall itself. Now, you can play around with the angle of this. You can go up a little bit, down a bit, just sort of play around with what works for you. I kind of like to keep mine fairly, slightly up at an angle, but not too much. So holding on, getting nice and close to the wall so you're almost touching it, stepping forward with the leg nearest the wall. And basically the wall is actually going to do the stretch for you. So you're going to hold it here. I'm just going to come off a minute, just hold it so I can talk to you. So basically that wall is almost stretching the arm for you. If you're not using it, you're using something like me, then just make sure you're close to it. You're not pulling away. So wrapping the hand round, stepping forward and leaning into it. So that's basically the one stretch. Now that hits one of the bicep heads. Hold it there while I'm talking to you. We're going to change it to hit that other bicep head, and there's sort of more, and you're going to kind of turn the arm. I'm going to show you, but I want you to be aware that as you turn it, it might feel a little uncomfortable, and if it does, just stop, take the arm off and then flip the palm over. So I'm going to show you both ways. So at the moment we're holding on, you actually just flip the palm, so the palm is now facing into the center of the room, as it were. So basically I took the hand I was around and then I flipped it over. So you just turned it, so I turned the palm round. And then that's going to, hit the other sort of insertion of the origin of the bicep head. Remember, it had two heads. So as you turned that arm, you could probably feel it shift onto the other bicep, basically, onto that other sort of. They're all bicep, but there's three muscles within this group. Two muscles, my bad, sorry. I was thinking tricep 3. It's bicep 2 muscles. It's been a long day. Give me a break, please. So, and as I say, it is 97 out here at the moment. So you've got 2 muscles within the group, and I showed you the 2 heads. So we're actually just, as you turn the palm over, you should feel it shift to that other sort of bicep head. So first position, wrap the hand around, and we turn it and you hold. And then for the third one, to get really right into the belly of the muscle, we kind of take the index finger and thumb, we kind of make like a V like this, and I put that against the edge of the wall, and then I just turn away very slightly. It's a slight turn. Remember, I'm trying to look up, not look too far down, so keeping up, but just turning the body very, very slightly away. Then I bring it back in and drop the arm. And again, if you look after you've done that stretch and go and look in a mirror, you'll find that our arm sort of almost pulls away from you, and it's actually longer than the other one because it's actually gone from this position to this and literally just dropped. So I'd like you, just even if you want to just pause the video, go and have a look and see the difference between the two sides. It's quite amazing. So we're going to do the other side. So go and have a look, pause, I'll wait for you. I'm going to stay on the same arm, obviously, because it's just easier for me showing you. You, on the other hand, can change, okay? So we do the same thing. We take the hand round, step forward with the leg nearest the wall, and then lean into it a little bit. And you're just holding on there and just feeling that stretch. And there's not really much you need to do here. The wall will actually do it for you. So just enjoy that stretch and then flip the palm over so that you shift the stretch onto the other bicep head. Hold it there for a little bit. Enjoy that. Nice deep breaths, abdominals tight. I'm just going to come off a minute while I talk to you. Remember to always hold the abdominals tight. Don't arch the lower back or anything. Then we're going to make that V with the index finger and thumb. And then we turn slightly away. So it's just a slight turn away so that you feel now the stretch in the belly of the muscle. So it's shifted 3 times now, this stretch. So you should feel it now more in the belly of the muscle. So once you've enjoyed that and just turned away very slightly, nice deep breaths, as I say, try and keep upright, try not to look down at the floor. And then we will gently release the arm, and hopefully the arms will now match, and you should feel that they're sort of just turned out and pulling away from the body, and the shoulder girdle sitting in the position that it should do, as opposed to this sort of rounded and sort of slope forward position. So it just opens the shoulder girdle out, and again takes that tension away from the neck and shoulder area. So that's your bicep stretch.